Killer J.
tried too hard. Jeezy probably couldn't continue being her everything. They always seemed like an odd couple who was forcing it. Something was off about their relationship. Yeah, and when you say forcing it, I think you're exactly right because that's what the pandemic did. It forced people to live in confined spaces. And because they were forced together, that can kind of work. But what happens when the pandemic is over and the restrictions are lifted? You don't have to quarantine anymore. You don't have to hunker down anymore. Now she's living in California. He's down the street here in Atlanta. How is it going to work? It doesn't. So you're exactly right. It was forced. I would totally agree with you. Shout out to PG. Shout out to my man Laverne. No comment, no question. It's the pure game. Shout out to the
Get out my way. Get out the way. Get out. Move. Get out the way. Hold on.
What Janae Meyer, whatever her name is, the focus, she was like, oh, I'm in all this strength.
Get the F back. Guard your grill. I can't stay still.
Jeezy's reply. Jeezy did an Instagram post. Jeezy said, well, I'm too focused on who I'm becoming to focus on who's not coming with me. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. That's a cold response, boy. That's a cold response. Shout out to my man, Jeezy. Keita says that, you should have read it. Jesus, you read my mind. That was cold-blooded. Exactly. She probably threatened him in some way, but she underestimated him. He is a street ninja. 100%. 100%. You are exactly right, man. Damn, Keita. You might be a sponsor. I'm gonna check it in a second. Let me bring up our man, the Angry Man. Angry Man, how are you doing, pimp?
Hey man, I appreciate you bringing me up, man. I gotta ask you. I was actually live talking about the same topic, and we was debating because I didn't know where he got married at. I just found out he got married in Georgia, right? So I need your expertise because you in Georgia. Will his prenup stand up in court?
Yes. Yes, prenups stand up all the time. Now here's the thing. I say yes, but let me be fair. The fair answer is that I have not seen the prenup. It could be that the prenup says something crazy, but I doubt it. If the prenup was drafted by an attorney, it's absolutely gonna hold up. Sometimes people try to draft these prenups by themselves using like LegalZoom and all this stuff, and the prenup don't hold up. But if this prenup was drafted by a good attorney, it's absolutely gonna hold up. Absolutely. So that is a great question. It's gonna hold up.
So I have to jump into for a second too, because I really want to go back to the language we saw when we saw paragraph 9, 10, and 11. We talked about the prenup in paragraph 9, and then in 10 it was like we're gonna go back to the prenup, and in 11 it was like we're gonna go back in the prenup. So even just looking at whoever wrote it,
can't stay still.
Yeah, they really want the judge to know that they got that fucking prenup.
That's like line of defense 3 times.
Yeah, what were they saying on your side, Angry Man?
I mean, the guys, a lot of the guys are saying the same thing I'm saying. This was actually a king move in his position, and we're debating on whether or not she cheated or did something crazy that caused him to do this. So like sometimes
she probably let somebody glaze them buns. In the words of Angry Man, she let somebody glaze them buns that she got caught. I don't know what she did. But most of the time, when it comes to breaking up with a female or divorcing them, that's the reason.
Is that a benefit to him?
No, not really. Not legally. It's a benefit sometimes to catch the other person out of the checking account. Then on Tuesday, I file. So now you have to get an attorney, but you don't have any access to funds. Right? So the person who files first can kind of catch the other person slipping. But once you get into court legally, you're gonna be treated more or less equally.
Word.
But it's nice to know that it's coming. That's the thing. So if you're the first person to throw the punch, you know that the punch is coming because you're throwing it.
Word. Well, look, man, I just needed your expertise. I appreciate you, man. Get up out of here. Shout out to you, AV. I'ma holler at y'all later.
No problem. Shout out to Angry Man. Y'all go check out his channel. Excellent content creator.
Well, we got our answer. You feel what I'm saying? We got our answer. Now, knowing Jeezy, right? Knowing Jeezy, he probably has an ironclad prenup. If we want to keep it real. Because Jeezy, he doesn't strike me as the type of dude he doesn't strike me as the type of guy that moves sloppy when it comes to business. You feel what I'm saying? So, in my personal opinion, I think, you feel what I'm saying? I think he has an ironclad prenup, and just like lead attorney said, he said it's gonna hold up in court. So Jeezy might be pulling out a win, y'all. Jeezy might be pulling out a win, real talk. Real spill, you feel me? But yo,
It's us against them.
we're a little over 3 hours, man.
That's me against the world.
Thank you guys for coming through. We about to get up out of here, man. Shout out to Harold. Appreciate you.
Because I don't like near side.
Cash App.
I don't like the side of the dudes, and I don't like the side of the women.
Appreciate you guys. Shout out to James. Appreciate you. So we're gonna see how this is gonna develop. We're gonna see how this is gonna play out. You feel what I'm saying? And hopefully we can watch Jeezy pull a win out. We're gonna keep track of it. Y'all know how we do, man. Salute to the Beano Nation. Salute to the Toxic Avengers. Shout out to the Faithful Few. Shout out to the Hateful Eight. Shout out to everybody that hit the super chat. Shout out to everybody that hit the Cash App. Shout out to the sponsors of the show. Y'all already know.
Oh, the real reason. Oh, they got a reason why he left Jenny Ma. Why Jeezy left Jenny Ma. Let's hear the reason. Let's see what Jenny Ma did and why Jeezy left her.
Get far away from home.
Play my video. I thought I would never find out the real reason. I thought it was going to stay a secret.
Everybody, we back in the building. Y'all already know.
But you can't believe what these YouTubers be saying. You can't believe what these people be saying. It's a bunch of gossip.
You feel what I'm saying? I'll play some instrumentals. It don't make me
Maybe it's true.
Either way. You feel what I'm saying? But like I was saying before, we had the little debacle. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure you support the show. All you have to do is hit the like button. All you have to do is hit the like button as you come in. We got 295 likes. Let's get the likes up. I'm gonna tell you why that happened. That don't usually happen, right? That don't usually happen, but I know why it happened today. We wasn't even really usually around that time in the show. It'll be about 400 people watching. It was 600 and some people watching. We was about to do some ridiculous numbers, and you see what I'm talking about. I got a feeling they know what I'm getting ready to talk about, but it is what it is. You feel what I'm saying?
Scrags.
Let me give a shout out
Scrags.
to the first 3 people to hit the Cash App. Now, this is interesting. We got to talk about this. Now, earlier this morning, around 10:37 a.m., I got a Cash App from Andrea. Shout out to Andrea. Tonight, first person to hit the Cash App was Treese. The
Shout out to
second person
Treese.
to hit the Cash App was Cece.
I thought he was
And the
good.
third person to hit the
I
Cash
thought he was gonna
App,
say that.
who said the two best villainous families in the sphere, was Yvette. So my last 4 contributors, all women, all ladies. Shout out to the ladies. What's going on, fellas?
Uh-huh.
Shame on the fellas.
Shame on him.
Let me get this right.
Shame on him.
Shout out to 69 Certified, said they must have tightened up their terms and conditions or something. Nah, what it is they probably found like there's a little in my opinion it's a glitch. In my opinion, there's a little glitch that gives me the leeway to you know, bump a little music at the beginning of the show. They probably figured out that glitch. But like I said, it is what it is. We got to get away from playing the what you call the music anyway. Hopefully, what they'll do is as time goes on, hopefully they'll actually add some better music to their selection or whatever, and then we could actually play something, you know what I'm saying, that's a little bit better, a little bit, you know, a little bit better to listen to, you feel what I'm saying? But anyway, let's get into the first topic.
I want to hear about Jenny Ma and why she cheated.
Oh, that was the other thing I wanted to talk to you guys about. Have y'all been noticing how much hell Tyler Perry is catching right now?
I mean, not why she cheated. I mean, I want to hear about the reason why Jenny Ma, why
chat
Jeezy,
if you noticed
why
how
Jeezy
much hell
divorced,
Tyler Perry has been catching.
why Jeezy divorced Jenny Ma. That's what I want to hear about.
Shout out to Furious Styles. He said, the brothers are in here. I got you. Appreciate you, fam. Shout out to D. Anthony. He said, for the helpful knowledge, keep enlightening us, bro. No doubt. So, it's really interesting because Tyler Perry built his entire empire, his entire career off of pandering to black people.
And they was trying to shut him down.
When you pander to black people, you gotta pander to the B-Dub. You can't pander to black people and just primarily focus on black people in general. The primary focus has to be the B-Dub. And you see that in his plays, because most of his plays, I'm not going to say all of his plays, but most of his plays are usually about a woman being done wrong or being abused or something like that. And I'm really confused as to why black people support it as well as they do, because he plays into every negative stereotype that you could possibly play into. He plays into
The show Ruthless.
the ignorant black people that constantly mispronounce words and say ignorant things and play with God and all of that stuff. He plays into the colorist stereotypes, because if you notice, most of the guys that
Y'all see that Ruthless?
in his plays,
Y'all see that Ruthless that he met, that show that Tyler Perry made, Ruthless?
Low credit.
What, a head dude take another man's booty holes?
Credit scores can be
The head dudes take another man's booty holes?
Good credit. Get credit advice for life from Westbanco. Money doesn't make you wealthy. Understanding it does.
And he thinks he's a god? The dude thinks he's a god?
One of the biggest problems in our society
Oh.
is food waste. But now, also you can make a difference. Starting from your
Angry Man right about Tyler Perry.
It's a beautiful.
He plays into all them negative stereotypes about black people.
Horrible things are always the dark-skinned brothers, and the guy that always comes in to rescue the women is usually a light-skinned brother. Like, he plays into all of those stereotypes. Go back and look at most of his plays. If you look at most of his plays, the dark-skinned brothers are usually the villain, and the light-skinned dudes are usually the heroes or whatever, right? You know, he plays into all of that stuff. So I don't know why. I don't know why black people as a whole would support it. Now I do know why black women support it. Because in most of those plays, there is a victimhood narrative. You know what I'm saying? There's a victimhood narrative. Now, look, I ain't gonna pile on him, pause, too much, but he does have some plays or some movies that be exposing the worst type of B-dubs. I will say that. But it's really interesting watching this play out because it actually confirms a theory that I've been saying for I don't know how long, right? The theory that I've been breaking down since forever is the fact that as long as you are doing something that, oh wow, really? This is what we doing?
This is how we do it. This is how we do it. This is how we do it.
Stop playing with me.
I can hear Benny go back there playing in the litter box.
Y'all give me 1 second. They're playing games with me. Playing games with me.
Quit playing games with
See, I
my
always go
heart.
back and check the YouTube feed to see if my live stream is showing up.
I shall not fall.
In other words, it's not being recommended. It's not being put in front of people right now. Probably because of that goofiness. But that's alright. We got a trick for that. We got a trick for that. Let's see. Try that right there. Yeah. Let's try that right there. See if that helps it. Yeah.
Donations. Baby,
Okay, I done made up my mind. I'm not playing no more music at the beginning of the show unless it's some lo-fi or something like that. They're gonna stop playing with my stream. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
They're gonna stop playing with my stream. But anyway, getting back to what I was saying.
oh, quit playing the music.
The theory that I've had for a very long time is real simple. When it comes to black people, when it comes to us as a group, especially when it comes to the women in our culture, as long as you're doing everything that they agree with, as long as you're saying all of the things that we agree with, you remember I call it the unspoken Negro contract, right? as long as every single thing that you say or do, and this is the main reason why it is so difficult for black people in business, especially if you're in the
Yeah, man.
business of content creation, especially if you're in the business of creating content that is geared towards black people primarily. You know, whether you're a musical artist, whether you're a movie director, a movie writer, an author, a person that would be considered an intellectual that gives lectures, any of that type of stuff that is opinion based or purely from the creative standpoint, right? If you're black and you primarily cater to a black audience, you're always gonna have problems.
The new 2023 GMC Sierra AT4X is equipped to conquer the great outdoors. Or the great indoors.
Pistachio.
The premium off-roading. Or get 0.9% APR and no monthly payments until 2024. Plus, get over 3,200 total trade assistance on 2023 Sierra Denali 5.3-liter V8 light-duty models.
All these deals are so good, you won't believe the prices. This has to be a joke. It's no joke. Ollie's Bargain Outlet sells famous brand name merchandise at up to 70% off the fancy store prices. Hurry in. Ollie! Good stuff, cheap.
And unfortunately, the reason why you will continuously have problems is because black people like their behind buttered on a regular basis. You cannot say anything
Better butter them
that
biscuits.
goes against
Better butter them
the
biscuits.
unspoken Negro contract. You just can't do it. You can't do it. You cannot have a difference of opinion. Like, our culture has literally turned into a monolith, but a monolith of degradation. This is what Candace Owens was talking about when somebody said to her that she wasn't part of black culture. And she was like, I don't want to be part of black culture. She said, I would rather see it be destroyed because of the way it is. And, like, let's just be real about this. Like, I go through this here on YouTube. You're not allowed to have a difference of opinion. You're not allowed to have a difference of opinion. If you see black women do something that you don't agree with, and you say something about it,
They're gonna dig
you
off
are
in.
then vilified and treated as if you're bashing or you're attacking them or whatever, right? But keep in mind, it's the same way with black people as a whole, right? If you disagree with something that black people do culturally, as a whole, as a group, right? You're going to be called an Uncle Tom, a coon.
Oh, Lord.
They're going to say you're eating butter biscuits, or
Mhm.
you're on the coon train, all these goofy things like, and it really doesn't matter if you critique or talk trash about black men. You can do that all day. That's the interesting thing about it. You can talk pure trash about black men all day. Just can't talk about black people or black women. You can't do that. But you can talk about black men all day. If you exclude black men out of the black diaspora, you can talk about them till the cows come home. You feel what I'm saying? It doesn't make any difference. But that actually makes sense, because if you notice, when it comes to the black community, the only ones that are really
In charge.
willing to use critical thought, the only ones that are really willing to try to see things from a different point of view is usually
The beat
the
up.
black men. Not all of us, but some of us.
I got that
right?
wrong.
But my question is this. In reference to Tyler Perry making his comments. My question is, hold on. Black Investment said even the free Clip Champ music is getting hit. YouTube allowed it but flagged it. Wow. Wonder what's going on with the music. That's crazy. That's crazy. But
Sha-na-na-na-na-na.
my question is this. It's a very simple question. How will we, as a group, right? How will we, as a group, be able to think critically?
I dropped it on the floor, my
Able to see
pistachio.
things from a
Drop my
different
pistachio on
point
the
of
floor.
view, which,
Gotta
in
make
my
sure ain't no
opinion,
hairs
is
on it, no dust
required
on it.
if you want to grow, if you want to improve, if you want to elevate. How are we going to do that?
I didn't even get full off that whole thing of pistachios. I didn't even get full. It was like a half a freaking like a half container, a half cup.
How is that going to be possible?
These superheroes act like you're made of steel, but you're not.
How is that going to be possible? In fact, I would argue that the reason why we haven't developed as well as we should have over the past however many years is because of the simple fact we don't want to do anything outside of what we as a collective believe is righteous, or we as a collective believe is normal. But the only problem is what we believe to be normal is actually bad. What we believe to be normal is actually bad.
Never. Black face, shiny eyes.